Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I'm Jerry the Geek. Today we're going to be going over the fourth installment of the Rambo franchise, just simply titled Rambo, 4K. Which we'll talk about the movie, we'll talk about the 4K release, the video, show some screenshots, we'll talk about the audio, packaging, bonus. But before we do, please, if you like physical media, 4K, Blu-ray, DVD, whatnot, movies in general, please like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. And so let's talk about the 4K of Rambo, the fourth installment in the Rambo franchise. It was also titled John Rambo. It actually uses that title when you watch the extended cut, but they just dropped it to the simple Rambo when they released the movie. Again, we got Sylvester Stallone come back as Rambo. We got Julie Benz, Matthew Marsden. It was actually directed by Stallone. And the score, they changed it up. Jerry Goldsmith had passed away, so for this release, we have Brian Tyler did the score for. This movie's made 20 years after Rambo 3. It's crazy. All the time has passed. Now, about the movie itself, this is definitely the most violent of the franchise. They go over the top on this movie. It is nuts from beginning to end of what you see. Body parts flying everywhere. It was no holds barred. They didn't care. They just showed it. I know, I was surprised, even with the theatrical version, a lot was shown. I think the MPA was a little lenient because at the time, that shit was actually going on in real life, so they kind of left the content alone. Surprisingly, it did not get an NC-17 rating. They actually got the R. But it starts out again, he's the loner. He's, living over there. He's still trying to make peace of who he really is. He wants to live a normal life. It just doesn't happen. Basically, he's a boatman. He's a snake wrangler. And some people come to him. Since he knows the riverways so well, they want an escort up to the area of Burma where all the fighting's taking place. There's a Christian outreach group. They're taking medical supplies and whatnot up to the people that are in need. But once they get up there, they go missing. Then someone else comes to Rambo, says, hey, I got a team that needs to go in and rescue them. So he agrees and takes them up to Burma, where he left the others. And after that, all hell breaks loose, and it's just crazy. Outside of the first Rambo movie, First Blood, this is probably one of my favorites. I mean, I love the story, loved it from beginning to end, really good. He's still got the mystique about him. You're not, he's the loner. And then he, at one point, actually does mention a father. So it's like, yeah, we've learned something new about him. 4 movies in, we know a couple things about him. And I like the end of the movie. I'm not going to mention it just in case you haven't seen it. But the way it ends, it ends the way the first one begins. And it actually, I felt it was an ending to the whole franchise. They didn't need to make any more after that. I loved how it ended. It was like, well, the character is done. We don't need any more. But we got one anyways. But now this 4K release, another one it came from Lionsgate. This came out in 2019. It was shot mainly on 35mm, but also had some stuff on a D-Cinema. Had a 2K digital intermediate. Finished with HDR10 and Dolby Vision. And as far as picture goes, all I can say is, wow. The movie is very gritty, and the details are there when you see the body parts flying. You actually see everything really nice, and it has the pops of color and the good detail. One of the opening scenes where he's in a stream and it's a faraway shot. In the background, you can see the forest. The Blu-ray looks kind of washed out. You'll see in the screenshots where the 4K definitely gives it some more color to it. Another great, the nighttime scenes are incredible in 4K. And when the enemies in the rain, they're showing them walking across, they're wearing green ponchos, and the way the light comes through, that the green really pops and then the rest of the screen is mostly black, and you see the rainfall and there's green pops of color. It is very impressive. So here are some screenshots comparing the Blu-ray and the 4K, and we'll talk about the audio afterwards. For the audio, Lionsgate gave us the Dolby Atmos and Dolby True HD 7.1. The old Blu-ray had DTS HD 7.1. Now the audio track, oh my god, it's killer. It is above and beyond. It is intense from beginning to end. Just, like the video, everything kicks ass on this. Slice and dice the body parts. You hear everything. Explosions, and it'll really knock your socks off. For the packaging, pretty simple. The disc, both the Blu-ray and 4K have artwork on. Also came with a digital code. Don't remember if it came with a slipcase or not. If I did, I threw it away. I think I sound like a broken record, don't I? Slipcase, evil, going trash. For the bonus features, we have an audio commentary with Sylvester Stallone. It's a Long Road, Resurrection of an Icon. A Score to Settle, the music of Rambo. The Art of War, completing Rambo. The weaponry of Rambo. A Hero's Welcome, release and reaction. Legacy of Despair, the real struggle in Burma. Rambo to Hell and Back, director's production diary. Deleted scenes, and a theatrical trailer. So in all, very solid release from Lionsgate on this. Not only we got a kick-ass Rambo movie, one of my favorites. Also got an awesome video and awesome audio to go with it as a total package. And you can actually get this on Amazon for $17.99 at the moment. So definitely highly recommend it. Even if you bought individually, you're not sure about the newer ones, definitely give this one a watch. But anyways, very well done. Highly recommend. That pretty much does it for the 4K Rambo. Please check out my other videos on my channel and like and subscribe and turn your bell notifications on. We'll see you again. Geek out.